bitch I hood. Let these shoot up the club. Don't have to pay us a drug. Bad little bitch I fucked. It's a turbo in that truck. No, I'm spilling about my blood. She fucked me then I buzz. I get one hit, one like rush. But Taki cannot judge. And the bitch will eat me up. If she leave like that, I'm done. Taki still wanna fuck. I'm gon' fuck her if she drunk. But I won't let the bitch on buzz. I won't touch her, the bitch got suds. But I'm running around with my blood. They throwing beats, but I'm with my cuz. I'ma fuck that bitch, she done. Wanting with my chains and my gun, boy. If your ass ain't talking money, then it's none, boy. Fuck that bitch till it's honey, see the sun, boy. I'm still getting money. Trill, trill, trill. Trill. Trill.
What up, chat? What up? It's your boy BTG, man. We back with another one. Random topics. What's happening? What's happening? Salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up on your boy BTG, man. How y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You know we got more Dark Brandon to start off. Y'all make sure y'all fall in, man. Support, support, support. Bro. Without further ado, though, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's get it.
Doing well today. Today we're going to be looking at a black conservative who's helped elevate and lift up MAGA. And the first time we're featuring him on the show, Officer Tatum, he recently woke up the morning after and looked over to realize he was in bed with Nick Fuentes, a Nazi. And guess what? Nick Fuentes started calling him the N-word. So let's dive right in.
But guess who decided to use the N-word to bring up yours truly? Lil Hitler, Nick Fuentes.
There's this guy called Officer Tatum, aka Officer Talmud. You should watch his 30 minutes crash to Nick Fuentes x Tucker Carlson interview. Lol, and his comments are filled with Zios who despise you.
Why would I? He's
Hold on a second. I put this on my life.
And to clarify, gang, look, Tatum is literally a coon, gang. But when it comes down to it, I'm never gonna be standing with nobody like Nick Fuentes. I'm never going to identify with any of your talking points, any of your ideology. What he does is just straight up dehumanize black folks, and he thinks he can do that because Tatum is another public figure or something. He literally is unraveling, and he basically trying to call Tatum a house nigga. You feel me? Like at some point you gotta put your, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put your foot down. You know what I'm saying? And have some self-respect. So in the midst of all of this, yeah, I don't agree with Nick Fuentes. I think he's a little Hitler. He's a non-able-bodied little person. You know what I'm saying? And he's just in this world of multiple ethnic groups. You know what I'm saying? Men that pretty much outscale him in masculinity. It's hard for him. It's hard for individuals like him. So he's coming from a place of inferiority. Understand that first and foremost. You know? But let's continue, man. Let's continue.
He would never say this in my face. What'd he say? Roll it.
an idiot. Hey man, Tucker, hey man.
We shouldn't blur it. I want people to hear what he's saying.
Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education. He should learn how to read.
And maybe he got the reading part right, but everything else he said is crazy. He said,
ain't no way you just agreed with this guy about him literally insulting your intelligence. So you're acknowledging that you don't do a lot of read. That, bro, that's exactly why you in this position now. You know what I'm saying? All that shielding and everything is only gonna get you so far. You know what I'm saying? Being a black shield at that. And you're shilling for a group of people that want you gone, want you up out of here. Do not want to share no type of resources, no type of connections, don't want to have no dealings with you. You know? This shouldn't come as a surprise, Tatum. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Look how quickly people turning on you, bro. Fuentes is publicly mocking him now. Wow.
He said the N-word. He said all kind of stuff in his speech. We were trying to block it so they don't ban us.
And so all of this is very recent, right? They're referring to the Tucker interview. So all of this happened in the past week. So it's not like we're seeing Nick trying to display any good behavior. He's out here acting a fool the way he always acts. But let's take a look to see how Officer Tatum reacts to all of this, while also looking for some contradiction. It's really hard to be principled and have morals, or at least point to your morals, after elevating people up like Donald Trump, a convicted felon who brags about grabbing pussy, and when you're so desperate to win that you invited the extremists into your group, you're now like surprised that they're actual extremists? Like, this is the bed you made, Officer Tatum.
Let's get to the grand finale. Nick Fuentes, as some people call him. Only reason why I'm making these videos is because I believe Charlie Kirk, if he was still alive, he'll be crying out for us to say, you cannot humanize idiot people. What does humanization mean? Humanization doesn't mean you can't interview them, you can't debate them. Humanization means during the debate, are you going to bring up any of this stuff that I'm about to show in my video? Are you going to challenge him on anything that you claim are your core values? Humanizing somebody is saying this person, like for instance, let's say Hitler was still alive.
Okay, I think he's actually trying to say normalize. You're normalizing Nick Fuentes and his ideas. Either way, let's put him on the plate.
Well, let's say we can go back in time because Hitler would be 100 years old, something crazy. But let's just say we go back in.
I mean, technically, doesn't Tatum normalize the ideology of a person like Hitler? I mean, bro, you literally you've been defending people that find common ground and some of those extremist, you know what I'm saying, talking points. Wanting separation, preaching separatist nature, you know what I'm saying? Believing that segregation was the peak of American society, believing all of that contributed to a more wholesome government. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy, boy. It's time for this nigga. You need to wake up, bro. Chad, this is like the Get Out movie, bro. You need to wake up and smell the coffee, bro. The party you have been contributing to for so long does not like you. They don't like these new talking points. They don't like you talking about Fuentes.
During that time period, Hitler did all these atrocities and all of the great, horrible things that he done and the grave danger that he created amongst the world.
Wait, did you hear the Freudian slip? He literally said all the great things he had done. Oh man, this is what it's like to be on the right and win on the right. Your bedfellow.
Great things, y'all. Murder? Chat. Murder. Listen to me. A lot of the times when these people try to take credit for everything, like they say they invented the wheel, you know what I'm saying? They came up with numerology, you know what I'm saying? They take credit for a lot of things, right? Right? And they also are proudly standing on the fact they have been the most genocidal group of people to ever touch this planet. You know what I'm saying? And you know, their history not even that long, but they have stacked so many bodies. They are responsible for so many people being killed. Come on now.
Start turning on you. What a great way to celebrate your win.
People keep telling me, Brandon, you should debate Nick Fuentes. It's like, I'm not a wussy like Tucker Carlson and all these other people. You come on my show, bro, I'm gonna get in your rear end. Pause. I'm gonna get on your case. Nick told me to say that. It's his generation that did the pause. I'm gonna get on your case, bro. You're not finna sit across from me, all that junk you were talking online about me being stupid, and I'm not gonna say nothing about that. The crazy things you said about my friend Charlie Kirk, I'm not gonna confront you on that, bro. The stuff you said about Erica that was disgusting, I'm not gonna confront you on that. You running your mouth using the N-word against black people, I'm not going to confront you on that.
And it's worth noting,
Yeah,
Officer
I was
Tatum made
just
a lot of
gonna
videos
say
attacking
that.
black culture, so
It's
it's
very
interesting to see him.
interesting that he says he's going to say something. He's going to confront Nick Fuentes about saying the N-word. In the past, bro, we have Officer Tatum basically like straight up, I don't care. I don't see why people are so up in arms about this word. Oh, y'all just in y'all feelings and everything. You know what I'm saying? Acting as if things should just be what they are, what they've always been. You know what I'm saying? Black folk ain't got no feelings. Apparently, we ain't supposed to feel no type of way. We not thankful for where we at. It's really crazy, bro. The psychological games they love to play, bro. It's wild.
Kind of attack Nick for doing the same thing. It's almost like Officer Tatum got on Nick's bandwagon, not the other way around. Either way, you definitely have to address the elephant in the room when Officer Tatum says that he's going to get in Nick Fuentes' ass. And maybe Officer Tatum didn't hear about the streaming incident where Nick Fuentes was streaming gay porn after the live stream, or all sorts of other rumors that are going around. Either way, phrasing, my friend, phrasing.
And this is just a few clips I have. There's probably 400,000 clips of this fool just being a nut job. And Tucker brings him on, and people don't know this side of him, right? He go on PPD podcast, he go on people's podcasts, and they go, But then people don't know that this is the other stuff he's saying on his own platform. Roll the clip.
Hey, I'm a stone cold white nationalist, and I love Hitler, and I don't want Indians here, and I'm not a Democrat, okay? And I'm not woke, and I'm not liberal.
All right. And let me preface it too, because I don't want nobody saying, Brandon, you took out of context. I watched the entire video. He goes on to act like, oh, we can't talk like this. We can't talk like this because it's bad.
And so here we see Officer Tatum taking an approach of exposing his actual ideas, right? Not the whitewash ones he tries to present to the larger audiences. And this is what you should be doing, is displaying this really bad behavior. It's just a little too late, Officer Tatum, and you're in bed with this guy, talking about getting in his ass.
White people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified. And you want to know why? Because we see what happens. And nobody is under any obligation due to...
Imagine being a grown man living in this state of constant fear. It couldn't be me, bro. What's good? Screenshot in the building, man. What it do? What it do? Chopper style. The string choppy. Oh my lord, bro. Oh my lord, bro. I ain't even looking at no diagnostics or nothing either. My audio coming through choppy, or is the video itself choppy? Y'all let me know something. I ain't even know, folks. Both. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna try to come back in. Hold on. I'm gonna come back in. Give me a second. All right, what about now? Is the stream still? Can y'all hear the audio? Is the audio real bad right now as we coming through clear? Y'all let me know. I just refreshed, came back in. I don't know. I'm still choppy. What in the hell, boy? No fix. All right, how we looking, man? How we looking? Gotta change audio outputs, refresh. Yeah. Yeah, let me know if we still choppy. Screenshot said I'm choppy on this end. What's good? What's good? Oh, we straight now? We good, bro? We good. I done changed audio outputs and everything. Hold on. And let me try something. Cause I'm over here talking. I'm hoping my stuff coming through clear. You feel me? Like I'm over here, you know, not thinking nothing of it. Appreciate you for letting me know though, bro. All right. We should be good. Hey, y'all let me know if this audio come through clear on y'all end, man.
Liberal ideology to put themselves in harm's way. If you're a white person and you're going to work or going to the ball game or going to the city at night, you don't want to enter into the terror dome where you're suddenly in a sudden death match. You're like in the gulag in Call of Duty fighting for your life all of a sudden because you got on the wrong train car.
And we continue to see just a great selection of clips here. They must have dug pretty deep, or I don't know, scratched the surface to find all this content. Oh boy. Now let's hear Officer Tatum's response.
And go to some places where there's violence. But to make it out to say us white people definitely should.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Audio good. Hey, man. We fixed it. Hey.
Because we're white and we shouldn't be around black people. That's where the problem comes in my opinion. In general, you don't want to be around places that are violent. But he got to make it about being white and white people deserve to be racist against black people. No, it's like you can avoid violence against any group of people. White people are violent.
And Tatum don't even realize, bro, if he tries to preach this to the crowd that he represents, them people are them people already low IQ, low impulse control. They don't understand logic. This dude has never talked like this. Understand, Officer Tatum has always been heavily against like pretty much black culture or whatever. He believes that he and his party believe that black culture only persists of rap, gang banging, gun violence, stealing, looting from stores, all that. You know what I'm saying? That's their whole thing. That's the propaganda that they push about us. You know, so for him to be saying this is weird, you know. It sounds like you and your feeling because he's saying what he's saying, you know what I'm saying? But black folks been telling you, them people do not like you, bro.
Violent too. Hispanics are violent too. Black people have violence. Now, some communities are more violent than others. So you avoid the community as people in general, not just because you white. Because somehow you speaking up for all white people. It's like, it's complete stupid and asinine to me.
And so now we're seeing the acrobatics begin. This real kind of mental gymnastics taking place where you're trying to justify some of the things you said in the past, but try to hold someone else accountable. And the problem is when you threw out your morals, I don't know, 20 miles back, it's hard to go back and pick them up. It's hard to call for accountability.
Right.
And he was on Candace's show saying he don't want to race mix. He wants his bloodline to be pure. As if every white person comes from the same place. Then therefore every person comes from the same place if you want to go back to saying just because of the color of our skin. Well, at one point we all came from one place. And then through evolutionary I would say involvement, but through evolution to a certain degree, we begin to have more melanin, less melanin, all the other things like that. So we all came from the same place, to be honest, if you want to be real. But then you want to go with race. You say, well, Italian, French, white people come from different, Irish, white people are different. They're not all the same. But what he's saying is that if you white, we good no matter where you come from. Okay. Racist.
And yes, I think Officer Tatum is correct here. This is racism, but this was the theme for the Trump campaign. Remember, they're eating the cats and the dogs. That is xenophobic behavior, and you were there co-signing it, Mr. Tatum.
Black Roy percent $25. Welcome back, brother. Even though you're not freaking brother.
Good to be back, my brother. Here, come on, we're brothers. But hey, good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from. Oh wait, I said we were gonna say the N-word. Well, that's not. It's just.
You see, look, bro. You see how slick he is, bro? How just comfortable he is. You know he doing it from a place of comfort in his home, probably little private studio somewhere, secluded, away from everybody else, in a room with noise cancellation. Because Nick Fuentes, bro, that's like the perfect example of a little sniveling rat within our society, bro. They have all of these outrageous opinions, all of these complaints, and this constant just bickering about black this, Hispanic, Indian. They always mentioning these other groups of men and women, right? But they never, ever, ever confront any of them, right? Then again, that goes back to that irrational fear. You have all of this shit to say, but you would never act on it. And that's why these motherfuckers manipulate these other low IQ people. Get them in their feelings so they will go out and try to engage in some of these sick activities that they be getting up to. All the school shootings and everything, all of this, bro. These people literally instill that irrational fear within the minds of these idiots. And they have them go crash out. Have them go crash. Best believe somebody watches Nick Fuentes and is so inspired by the asinine bull that come out his mouth. We all didn't come from the same place, DNA. Yeah. All this kumbaya that Tatum be doing and trying to say we come from the same. No, we don't, bro. We don't. We obviously have different origins. You hear how this man talk, and you hear how your average black man talk. Does your average black man talk about unifying to go tear down communities, unifying to go door to door and just do a whole bunch? Nah, just the Groypers, just the Kirksters, just them people. Let's continue.
I said that other thing. So we're cool. But man, I appreciate you. Hey, good to be back. I'm a friend to all. I'm a friend to all black people. I'm a friend to all people. Friend to human beings.
I've seen some of the shows in my time.
Nah.
Now, it just said that don't be around black people and you got to be careful to get in a terror dome. But then he's a friend to all black people. Then he's saying the N-word. Come on.
And here we see him doing a good job again of putting the hypocrisy on display and calling it out. It's just a little art. Again, they weren't disguising their behavior. They were out doing Nazi salutes on stages. And again, you were carrying the water for them.
I don't even think about it like it's edgy. I just say it sometimes because it's just a word in my vocabulary. And it comes up on a normie's timeline and they're like, oh, did a white person just say the N-word? And over here, we're just blasting them off all the time.
Listen to the verbiage, y'all. What the hell is a normie? So I'm gonna consider it a normie because I go out here in the world and I know for a motherfucking fact nobody that look like you finna talk to me like that and shit not finna happen to you. Like what? Do you understand what I'm saying, right? And these people, these ain't the guys that's gonna be in no war. Like these new Caucasoid motherfuckers, they weak. You know what I'm saying? They be talking as if they are the people that was in the union or whatever. This is why, bro. They should have punished them Confederate soldiers, bro. They should have punished them, and we wouldn't have this right now. We wouldn't have these people feeling so comfortable saying all of this because you would have got punished for it. You lost. You lost the war. Them folk were fighting to keep folks enslaved and they lost. And you still got their descendants out here talking hella crazy. Like what? And you needed help. You needed help from blacks. Like that's the funny part about this shit, gang. Like y'all have never won. You never won anything, bro. And then for you to want this to be a majority population of your group, you don't even have no royalty where you supposed to be from. You understand what I'm saying, Jack? Like, I don't understand why these people think they got authority. Like, it feels like to me, they fled their native country of Europe to come over here because over there they was just your average, you know what I'm saying, roach. You feel me? No different. Don't pay attention to them sob stories. They just no different from the next person other than them desiring to steal or usurp versus go out there and get it on your own. That's how they are. Them people want to usurp, steal, vandalize, manipulate, do everything that a snake would do in order to attain something versus be the actual quote-unquote conqueror. I thought y'all were Vikings, man. What happened? I guess not.
You know, there's that. And people on Instagram are like, did he just say no? He just said, this is crazy. This is hilarious. You got to see, this is comedy. When this white guy said it, it's so funny. And me, I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize I said it.
Nobody.
Dude, people are so shackled. It's crazy. I feel like I'm the freest man in the world in some ways. Like, yeah, I'm very hated. And
can you say whatever word you want to say? Yes. But you say you're a Christian. You mock Charlie for not being Christian enough. You are grandstanding and going on podcasts with people that's supposed to be Christians like Tucker Carlson, who would chastise and say he hates Christian Zionists, but you don't hate people, or you don't have a problem with people like this?
Okay, and so now we're getting to Officer Tatum's finale, and we see that he's approaching it from more of a Christian perspective and trying to base it all around Christian moral values. And again, where does pussy grabbing fit into moral Christian values? Where does consistently committing fraud and supporting that, especially, I don't know, with a history of being a police officer, in line with your morals and values? And this is it, right? This is the moment of truth for Officer Tatum. He spent the last few years grifting away, creating a platform, lifting these people up, only to realize that these people don't support you. You're not on the guest list. They just used you to convince other people. And now that you've done so, they're done with you. You didn't just vote against your own interest. You built a stage and hosted parties and celebrated bad behavior. And now it just might be a little late to act moral and principled.
Leopards are eating my face. Leopards are eating my face.
Damn, Xander Thal finna get that belt in that video. First interaction should have been no interaction. Yeah, we finna find something else. So that was a good video, man. That was a good video. Although I didn't even know my audio. My points probably just won't even heard due to the audio being messed up. I apologize about that, though. I should have checked, made sure my shit sounded right. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, though, man. You know, we back with another one. All this stuff that's been going on, though, is crazy, bro. We got Trump dicking out the damn White House with Marvel and all this other stuff, and he you know what I'm saying? Like, they have pretty much trying to turn this democracy into a damn monarchy. Like, and you see Trump is enriching his immediate family, right? I know y'all see that shit too. Y'all see the little deals and shit. They got them going country to country, state to state, shaking hands, all type of shit. Got little Trump Jr. making business deals. You know what I'm saying? But the American folk are suffering. And y'all ass playing this shit like Like this your kingdom or something. Like I can't even say what I want to say for real, but y'all know when that thing happened with him, I just wish like it wasn't a missed opportunity there. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on though. My honest opinion on Ben Shapiro going after Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson. See, we got all this white on white violence, y'all see the usual suspects. Usual suspects, bro. Andre, bro, let's talk about this dude, Andre Williams, right quick, bro.
If I didn't know better, I would think this weirdo was AI. Black Wall.
This motherfucker is weird, gang. Like, I have not bothered to go to his actual page to look at his stuff, because I can't stand these type goofy niggas. Like, really. Like, you just doing this for a check, most likely.
Wall Street. I'm so tired of hearing talk about this past shanty town in the 20s. These act like this was the black version of the NASDAQ. The world has benefited from colonization. It's a good thing for less developed peoples. Aboriginals will be sitting in skyscrapers right now. The white people never came to their land. Because seriously, no human being can be this cooned out. This goofball's entire platform is dedicated to shitting on black people, especially black girls and women, which I find detestable. Maybe we shouldn't let black women vote. You don't want to hear the truth that you're the biggest failures in America, black woman. Failures at parenting, failures at raising households properly, failures at being leaders, everything. Love their...
You know how disrespectful that is to the foundation of black American women who have been working. Some of these women work 5 jobs. Take that money, go to goddamn do some crazy shit with it. Like it's so many people with successful stories, bro. You know what I'm saying? Great success stories, and they built their shit from the ground up. And your goofy ass shilling for people that will want to get you the fuck up out of here in real life, though. You know, people that ain't gonna never acknowledge you for it, ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? You was just a clown in the circus for them. They will never acknowledge you.
Hair ads. You spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on these fake hair ads just because your father didn't love you and your mother didn't love you. The fact that there are real black people out there like this that have so much hatred for their own people just blows my mind. Andre Williams seems to hate everything about black and blackness. This dude will make Uncle Ruckus so proud. And the wild part is, like all of these sellout black conservatives, he has nothing negative to say about white people or conservatives at all. Not a single critique. Black people are always a problem for him. And honestly, he's just another Marvin from Fresh and Fit.
You're dumb. You're saying some stupid right now. I'm literally in the middle of a gym calling your dumb ass as I'm working out because you are. You're fucking stupid idiot.
People like this doing anything they can for the validation of white people at the expense of black people always just make me sick. But we can all feel a little bit better. Because karma is real, and he already got a reminder of that. Where this landed. And the things they protest here in Detroit, I was arrested and assaulted by the fact
about all the white T people, right? And now you saying that those white T people, as they was putting their paws on you, that they were Antifa. Come on, bro.
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Maybe we should let black between criticizing black people and putting black people down, right? Exactly, bro. And it seems like, I don't know why people feel like it's their obligation to try to point black folks in the right direction as if we like some untamed animal, some untamed creature or some shit. I don't even know what give people the gall to do that. And that's why we need to go back into what we used to do. And y'all know what it is. Like, bro, ain't no grown man finna tell me, oh, see your behavior, see you're violent. You're just a violent, what's the name? And we need to get you up out of here. We need to put them down. You're not gonna talk to me like that. We're not living. Look, bro. We are in 2025. How many times y'all gonna have to get it? You know, how many times they gonna have to get it? Dudes like this get no respect, bro. Look at his hairline eating himself. His hairline is eating itself. You know why? because he's rotten. He's rotten on the inside and it's showing on the outside. Even if you just doing this for a check, bro, you have to be some type of pathetic loser to go down this career path. Let's keep it going.
Black women vote. Black women are the leaders of the black community. Black women will actively advocate for policies that are to our detriment as a community. They support mass immigration, abortion, to be soft on crime. Most of the children are raised properly or speak English properly. Now, obviously, no one's going to take away black women's right to vote. We're far beyond that, unfortunately.
All of these black conservatives do this. They just say stuff that's not backed up by any facts or statistics. First of all, black women are highly educated, with them earning about 71% of master's degrees in the black community. On top of that, 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris, who even people that voted for Trump have to acknowledge that she was a much better candidate. And this economy and society as a whole would be a much better place if that black woman was president. And this isn't speculation. It's not like she didn't try to warn everyone.
Project 2020, the former president said that's not true. He says everything. Come on, are we really taking his word for it?
I told you so.
Tariffs on all imports that he has described would be a 20% sales tax, in essence, on basic necessities for the average American worker. As Donald Trump plays plans for black democracy, you know what he says he'll do? Terminate the Constitution of the United States. Right. Let me remind folks, you know what's in the Constitution of the United States? The 4th Amendment, which protects you against unreasonable searches and seizures. The 5th Amendment, the 6th Amendment, the 14th Amendment, which in most of those amendments, one thing or another was about a movement spurred by black people to ensure that we would be equally protected under the law.
I told you so.
There is a huge contrast in this election. Donald Trump has said he will be a dictator on day one.
I told you so.
So clearly America would have been better off if we listened to and voted with black women to not allow Trump in office.
Love their hair ads. You spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on these fake hair ads just because your father didn't love you and your mother didn't love you. If you loved yourself, you would wear your natural hair. Wear your natural hair and love yourself, black woman.
So another thing that these cooned out black conservatives do is try to position themselves as if they're trying to help the black community or they want the best for black people, and it's just tough love when that's not the case. This is anti-blackness and straight hate. And coming from a dude with a receding hairline.
And you know, if you had love for the group of women that you're talking about, there's a better way to say something like that. And I always was curious about the whole weed thing, because I noticed, like, when black women, when y'all don't do that, and if you just do them twist outs, or if you just go and get locks, when women get locks and their hair not that long, like just out like it is, their hair flourishes when they have locks. You can have any style like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate, you know what I'm saying, alternative. You know, but this dude don't have no love for black women. He don't care for black folks, period. So that's why he's on the internet denigrating them. You know, he has no problem doing that. As you can see. Fucking clown. Let's continue.
And puffed out mini fro. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not the biggest fan of red weaves down to females' ankles, but if that's what they want to wear and it looks good on them, then go for it. And for the black women, that's natural. Your hair is beautiful. I love it. Fully support. At the end of the day, who are we trying to please? It's all about looking good and feeling good for ourselves, whatever that is for you. But letting a coon like this use white talking points against us, I'm not rocking with.
This proud black sister doesn't care what these white have to say about food stamps.
I really don't give a fuck about what none of y'all gotta say. I love food stamps. Y'all talking about this a damn embarrassing. Hell, y'all is. I love food stamps. Who want to pick ass on food? The hell I look like? I don't see the shame in my game, baby. Swiping past.
Looking like a backyard kid and Kool-Aid in the background. You just find every way to embarrass yourselves, huh? Yes, we should shame black people for being on government.
Hey, why did they just say she looked like a fucking backyard again, bro? That's what got me questioning. Is he being for real right now? Is he half for real, half not for real? I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. They be cherry picking these videos, bro. I don't even know where y'all find this stuff at. They just be lurking on these women pages, bro. Food stamps is a part of our reparations. I don't care what nigga be complaining about. Did you see they are purposely putting poison in the weeds to damage black? Oh yeah, I heard about that, fam. I heard about that. Some type of chemical, bro. Some type of chemical they've been lacing them weeds with, bro. I don't think I think it's damaging brains too. It's damaging brains and hair. That's why I'm saying, like, don't put that weave in your head, bro. Just get you some locks. You know what I'm saying? Use natural products, you know. That's your ultimate alternative. And if that don't work, black women have had bald heads before. We've seen fine bald-headed women. Let's not do this, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that nigga talking like he had like them other YT people don't have hair pieces. Like, them people don't rock extensions and them people don't have implants and they don't get hair treatments. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Let's continue.
We have generations of black kids and black families on government assistance, and they think this shit's cool. Some of the top searches on Google is we getting EBTs this month? Being dependent on the government for assistance is not a fucking accomplishment. You shouldn't be cheering and be proud to say it out loud. Do better, Nick.
He says
the same government that allowed systemic slaughter in this country cannot make any type of complaint about what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? To help contribute to the black community. I don't care. We don't care. Send that bread. Send it. You gonna feed these people, bro, because we help, bro. We are literally the backbone of this country. Without us, nothing happens. Everything stops. These people fail to realize that, and black people need to realize that we have the power. You know what I'm saying? We are the mechanism that keep this whole thing together. You feel me? These people just want to feel validated. They want to feel like, you know what I'm saying, they in control. They not in control. We are in control. You know? This nigga that's talking, he just delusional.
all that about black people on SNAP or food stamps, but he doesn't address the elephant in the room. That the largest beneficiaries of SNAP or food stamps is white people at 35%. But he would never say anything against white people because that breaks their narrative. Black people have to look like the bad guys. And this is a bad mentality to have. I'm not saying black people like this don't exist, but people like this exist in all races and cultures, not just black.
Black women can't be this dumb.
What's really crazy to me is how much people honestly hate the truth.
And even when black people have a point and are spitting nothing but facts, he goes out of his way to try to disprove something or make black people look dumb, even when he's wrong.
We live with these stereotypes and people taking the liberty to rewrite our historical narratives. But then when someone actually tells the truth about white people, now it's a problem. I mean, isn't that true that everywhere white people have gone, the Aboriginal or Native people of that land have suffered significantly?
No, stupid. The world has benefited from colonization. It's been a good thing for less developed people. The Native Americans, the Aboriginals will be sitting in skyscrapers right now. The white people never came to their land. They'll probably be no different than the people on Sentinel Island chucking spears at each other. If we were living in Africa today, all the black Americans, we would not be benefiting from we would be suffering, if anything. It's always funny to hear a black woman talk about who doesn't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth that you're the biggest failures in America, black woman. Failures at parenting, failures at raising households properly, failures at being leaders, everything. 70% of you black women can't even cook properly. Let's keep it real. Do better, Nick.
Art is such a weird and
yeah, this dude is weird, gang. I promise you, bro, if we ever had laws that like really like we be talking about this America first stuff, right? If it was really America first or anything like that, them people would not be allowed to be in this country, bro. Because ethically speaking, why was we beefing with Germany then? Why did we have that whole entire campaign with them? Because we seen they had inhuman practices. They preached inhuman nature, right? And we saw that they wanted to cull a group of people. So let's not, you know what I'm saying? Why would we embrace them type people in our country? That's what I'm talking about, the enclaves, bro. We got literal enclaves here. They claiming to be American, but they do not embrace any type of American ethics. Right?
Black white supremacist thing to say. It's just so weird to even see that coming out of a black person's mouth. Not to the point, even though he tried to discredit her and make her sound stupid and redirect the narrative and argue about something different, she is absolutely correct. That anywhere that colonialism has happened, the natives have suffered. Colonialism, exploitation, and genocide have always gone hand in hand. While all colonialism involved exploitation and human rights abuses, the most extreme examples of brutality and loss of life are widely considered King Leopold II's personal rule of the Congo Free State and the early Spanish colonization of the Americas, which involved staggering population collapses due to violence and disease.
I heard about King Leopold, yo. That's one of the most murderous people that was a part of the whole colonial era. These people went to Africa, yo, insisted like they discovered like a mound of like bones or whatever, like a whole grave, pretty much. A whole grave of black skeletons. A mass grave, chat. King Leopold. And a lot of the colonial people went over there and just started kidnapping, raping, all type of, you know what I'm saying? All type of evil machinations. That's why I can't take them serious when they be talking about we violent, bruh. I cannot take them serious, bruh. Cause it's like you basically trying to rage bait me, bro? Are you trying to insult my intelligence? Yeah, he went to the Congo. These people always going places and disturbing what's going on. We already had things like they were. We already had a system. We already, you know what I'm saying? These people go wherever they go, wherever they trespass, trust and believe they're gonna brew corruption. They're gonna tear apart entire communities. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna unalive people by the masses. Like, yo, you've seen it too many times. Come on now.
King Leopold II of Belgium's private ownership of the Congo from 1885 to 1908 is frequently cited as one of the worst instances of colonial brutality. His regime operated the territory as a massive slave labor camp focused on extracting rubber and ivory to enrich himself. Atrocities, forced labor, widespread torture, murder, and severing the hands and feet as punishment for failing to meet production quotas were systematically practiced. This right here is what that goofball is defended. This is what happened in the Congo. This is what he's defending as colonialism is a good thing and where will we be without it? Ridiculous. Historians estimate that the brutal regime of King Leopold II in the Congo Free State led to the deaths of an estimated 10 million people and potentially more, while other sources suggest an even higher figure of up to 21.5 million or 25 million. And just for comparison's sake, 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. That's how many people he killed. That's what colonialism does. Spanish colonization of the Americas.
Do y'all know, bro, that this means these people are literally psychopathic? Leopold, all of these people that was under him, psychotic. No type of conscience, no empathy, no nothing. Like how these people went over, like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like they always do it when people got their back turned. You know what I'm saying? They come with like they're being nice. They come like they coming in peace, only to disarm you. You know what I'm saying? Only to get you when you least expect it. And I can only imagine what it was before. They just started bringing their ships there. You know what I'm saying? Unloading, docking. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I can only imagine what them people were thinking. Just complete disturbance of tranquility, bro, within your village. As soon as them people had came, next thing you know, your village chief gets unalive. Next thing you know, they just taking over. The physical form, exactly, bro. The physical. These people talk about the devil. These people, the devil, bro. These group of people are the devil. Like you can't make this up. Like we got all of these documents, all of this history, and people want to play games.
It's the early period of Spanish colonization following Christopher Columbus's arrival resulted in a catastrophic decline of the indigenous population. Spanish conquistadors engaged in massacres, murder, rape, and the enslavement of native populations. While violence was a factor, the primary cause of the population collapse, estimated at 50 to 90% in some regions, was the introduction of old world diseases like smallpox and measles, to which the native peoples had no immunity. So even when they don't mean to kill the natives, they do. But he's just trying to take any of the positives and act like there are no negatives to it, when she was 100% correct. And he's just talking out of his ass, making up fake statistics, because that's what they all do when it comes to black people. Just say random stuff and people believe it.
A lot of black women are jealous of their daughters. A lot of you treat your daughters like she'll treat your sons as if they're kings. A lot of these ugly, back-built, have these pretty daughters who are gorgeous, who have a beautiful personality.
When and if it kicks off, I really do not care for this type of person right here. Because at the end of the day, right, remember that they came on the internet and they denigrated our ancestors and everything that they had went through. You know what I'm saying? From the people that experienced what they experienced in our homeland to the people that got here and suffered. You know what I'm saying? To the people that hopped off the boat and said, hell no, I'm not gonna be no slave, and they died in the ocean. To all of them people, like, bro, this dude is a fuck nigga. I don't believe you could ever come back from this kind of disrespect. You gotta understand, tens of millions of people, possibly in the billions, bro. There has been so many different slaughters of black society, gang. Like, I'm not even joking.
I would say are better women than their mothers. And guess what the mothers do? They treat their daughters like they don't care what the daughter does. They're willing to kick the daughter out the house as quick as they can. The boys get treated like babies. That's why we have a lot of mama's boys out here in the black community. You get coddled by your mother, your grandma, and your aunties. And it shows because you act like You're wrapped in materialism and you're overly emotional. The reason for why a lot of these black women are so broken and so dysfunctional is because they're coming from dysfunctional and self-destructive black women that raised these little girls. The reason for why a lot of these black women aren't women is because they've been raised by little girls that are so destroyed and so damaged that they failed to teach their daughters how to be women because they lack the understanding of what a woman should be.
This man saw pressures and decided to go make a video. Again, what is he talking about? What situations, facts, or stats is he referring to? And you saw no matter what, he was going to find a way to demonize black mothers, right? If you love your son too much, you're raising a... If you're hard on your daughter, you're jealous of her and hate her. He's just a weirdo. Not all girls, but girls are daddy's girls. Not all boys, but boys are mama's boys. I feel like there's anything wrong with that. He's softer with girls. I know that's the case for me. And when it comes to women, it's usually the same. Women are softer when it comes to their boys. That's their baby boys. And when it comes to girls, they know what it takes to raise a woman in this world. So they may be a little bit harder on them. Not always, but yes, and definitely not out of jealousy, bitterness, or anger, but because a woman wants to raise a young lady correctly.
Black Wall Street. I'm so tired of hearing talk about this past shanty town in the 20s. These act like this was the black version of the NASDAQ. These were stockbrokers and shit, man. Little do these uneducated know that Black Wall Street has been rebuilt. And it's quite beautiful, to be honest with you. They're always bringing this up to try to prove a point about white people's violence on black people. Something, mind you, that does not happen.
Yo, this nigga, bro, I can't. That's all, bro. I had seen a video. He had went to a protest. This dude right here in the video that we talking about, that's talking. He had went to a protest, and they whooped his ass. They put a belt on that boy. I'm just now remembering. I seen it on Twitter. All that, and he went to jail too, chat. He got his ass whooped, and he went to jail. Oh man, that's karma for you, boy. All that on the internet popping it, disrespecting people that don't even like care for you, bro. Like, don't even, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact the ancestors ain't in tune with this dude. He wanted to be accursed. If you'll get on here and disrespect all them deceased people that died horribly, you know what I'm saying, that felt despair for majority of their lifetime and witness people get snatched from them, you know what I'm saying, had to get separated from their families, you know, and seeing the most abhorrent, vile things happen like this. Well, I do not care for these niggas. This is low IQ. Dude got low intelligence. He's a dummy. This boy is a dummy. And that's exactly like they like them. They like them just like this. Docile. All this history out here proving, brother, if things were to go the way they wanted it to go, you would not be alive. You wouldn't be here.
Happen today at the rate that it did in the past, but because hate white people.
He couldn't even just say it doesn't happen today. It doesn't happen today at the rate that it did in the past.
I always want to bring up something to use against white people. They bring it up all the time. Let's talk about the fact that black people burn down their own cities, destroy their own communities, and fail to manage and maintain the community they live in.
He is a pro of whataboutism. He will never address the point.
This has never happened. I just want y'all to know a city has never been burned down by any black person. And it's never happened. I just want y'all to know there's no city that has been set ablaze by any black person out here. It doesn't happen. It has never happened. We don't shoot up schools. We don't shoot up public places. We have internal affairs. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to random folk houses and unaliving them in their sleep. That's what y'all do. We ain't unaliving the whole family at the dinner table. You know? That's what they do. That's what they be on. But this goofy ass nigga gonna sit and try to tell us that we crazy. Hey, Chad, how many times we done heard about a 15-year-old white tee little boy unaliving his grandmama, elderly grandmother, because she told him to take out the trash? You know what I'm saying? Because the parents tried to discipline him. He unalived the entire family. Traumatized the youngest sibling. You know? That's why we not having some of these discussions, because we have so much evidence that these people are vile, malevolent in nature. You know? The simp and the black woman hater are the same to me, though. The simp lies of women and the hater disrespects women. Same coin. A lot of these guys be like yag too. That's a whole nother thing with that. Like, they be incels and they be yag, and they be talking to the women that they tend to can't pull. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not so obsessed with the woman's existence to the point where, you know, I'm trying to get in her way and everything. Like, they be wanting to get in women's way and try to like stop certain things for them, and I don't. if I'm not dealing with you on a personal level, you know what I'm saying? Do great, live your life. It does not harm me for a woman to be succeeding, and that'd be the whole thing about it. Like they be trying to paint this picture like women be needing a leader and everything like that. Y'all know these women have fathers, right? What the hell do you think growing up is about? You supposed to like at some point come to an understanding. Well, damn, I gotta get something for myself. That's every fucking person, no matter if you male or female, you know. But they want to make this about gender. They want to make this single mother. Bro, people fall out. Chat. How many times in the YT community have these people broken up their families, had multiple other families outside of the current family, and the father takes business trips and he be gone for a long time, whole time he's just with his other family. Like these people don't have dysfunction. This guy's a goofy. Can't take these people serious.
Why was there white violence against black people in the first place? How many black people got killed? How many black towns were destroyed? And how many black people got killed at the hands of a white mob? He's not saying anything about that. He wants to switch the conversation to demonize black people again.
Talking about when black people burn down their own areas for a fucking fentanyl addict like George Floyd. Burn down cities for Ferguson, remember, with Michael Brown. And the same thing with Trayvon Martin. Let's talk about when we do these things to our own selves. We always want to complain about what the white man did in the past. What are you doing today that's destroying us, our identity, who we are, our representation, our image? You do far worse and far more harm today than any white person ever could in the past.
Just a simple...
Boy, I just imagine a freight just coming out of nowhere and landing right in his vicinity. Just boom. You sound crazy, guy. And that's why sometimes I be wishing that we did the Haitian path. We should have did it the Haitian way, chat. If we did what the Haitians did to the French, these people would not be talking how they talking. And y'all, they think they a minority now. If we did what the Haitians did to the French, boy, as long as we are fighting amongst ourselves, the real threat is gaining the lead. But Lou, at the same time, when they get to talking like this and these people get to talking like they finna do something, we often see a lot of times in the black community where we come together. And I like that sometimes. Like when we are facing a possible threat to us as a race, we can get on board. And I don't know, maybe it's the warrior in some of us, but yeah, bro. We might not agree on a lot of things a lot of times. We oftentimes bicker. But one thing we can agree on as a community, we ain't going. We have too many combat veterans. We have too many you know what I'm saying? Too many specialists out here for that to just go down like that without a fight. You know? So that's one thing I can recognize, bro. That's one thing I can be proud of, despite us not being where we really could be. Feel me? I ain't gonna listen to no motherfucker like the dude in the video that we reacted to. I ain't gonna listen to that motherfucker critique us, cause they ain't gonna come with nothing but fallacies and lies. They're not gonna talk about colonialism. They're not gonna talk about the slave trade. They're not gonna talk about any of the race massacres that took place within these grounds on this state. On this state's property. Like, get the hell on, bro. Let's continue.
The fact that he tried to say Black Wall Street, which was the richest district in 1921, was a shanty town, is insulting and crazy. By early 1921, Tulsa was a modern city with a population of more than 100,000. Most of the city's 10,000 African-American residents lived in the Greenwood district.
You have all sorts of businesses in Greenwood. You have everything from funeral parlors to theaters, hotel. There's a public library, a black library. There are chili houses, cafes, restaurants. There's just everything there.
There were a dozen surgeons and doctors. There were several lawyers. There was a black-owned photography studio.
That economy became successful because black folks did business with one another and kept dollars largely in the black community.
Segregation actually enables black businesses to thrive, black professionals to thrive.
And you had a number of individuals in the community that were prospering.
This was in 1921. That is beautiful.
Because of the success of Greenwood. Booker T. Washington coined the phrase Greenwood as the Black Wall Street.
Imagine not being proud of this history or achievement, which just makes you know how bad Andre Williams is. Like, he is cooned out.
1921, y'all. 1921.
From 1919, a rise of racial terror all over the country.
New York, Philadelphia, Memphis, Chicago.
21, those same tensions in the United States were present in Tulsa. It revolved around jealousy and resentment. It threatened the system of white supremacy.
They were just looking for a reason, and they found it. Anytime black people achieved, advanced, built something of their own, white people destroyed it.
There's never been a time in American history where white people have left black people to or left black people alone. Here's a picture of all the black massacres.
I keep this document right here. I keep this. I always have this. Anytime a motherfucker try to play with me about what happened in this country, look at all this, bro. These are all the race massacres that have occurred, chat, within the United States.
That have occurred in America. And these massacres have occurred in black towns, where the black population was attacked and killed by white people unprovoked. Every time we created a town or safe space, it was burned down or all but destroyed by white people. Lake Lanier was once a thriving black town called Oscarville, resulting in the forced displacement of almost 2,000 black community members, and then it was later dammed and flooded to create Lake Lanier. And Lake Lanier isn't the only time they did this. They also did this in Cowaliga, Alabama. And Seneca Village in Manhattan is the current day Central Park, was once a thriving black neighborhood that had its own post office, own towns, own banks, own schools, and even accepted Irish and Italian immigrants. But then when it became too prosperous, they said eminent domain, and they created Central Park. One of the most famous ones is the Tulsa Massacre, which was Black Wall Street, even as recent as 1985, the year I was born, where police officers in Philadelphia dropped bombs on black neighborhoods in Philadelphia. And those neighborhoods have never fully recovered today.
And good old Andre Williams thought it would be a good idea to take his show on the road. So when the No Kings protest happened last month, he decided to go out there and antagonize people. And then he got online after getting hands, feet, and handcuffs put on him, acting like he was a victim.
Where this landed. At No Kings Day protest here in Detroit, I was arrested and assaulted by multiple people. I went there to counter-protest and, of course, preach an anti-immigration message. Also stand.
Boy, your ass got fucked up, boy. And I hope every time you pop out and think you finna do any of that, then them motherfuckers show you what it is. Bro, we need to stop playing with these people. Stop letting these people come and think that we're gonna go for it, that this is a game, that people playing with you. This is not just words, bro. You are literally talking against me being alive and me just existing. I ain't playing with you at all.
As a veteran against these anti-American protesters who hate America and hate everything America stands for. I went there alone by myself, and I was met with tons of Antifa members wearing shirts and hats, proudly saying that they were Antifa to me, calling me a house, calling me a coon. And my list is from white liberals, by the way. Of course, there's comments on all these videos lying and saying that I was attacking and beating on people. If that was true, I wouldn't be getting out on a Sunday. The organizers of the event were encouraging people from the crowd to go and attack me and push me. People were trying to hit me with their bikes, push me on the ground, trip me, all the type of things they could do to stop me from speaking and humiliate me. I didn't go into the formation and disrupt anything. I didn't sit back and try to stop or pull down the flags or anything.
What's funny is you did all of this. He did all of this talking, bro. He said, dude from Detroit. If he is from Detroit, that'll be crazy. But he did all of this talking right and got bullied. He went out there in public and got pushed around. I thought you was big and bad, bro. You supposed to be a representation of these here Vikings in this country. I thought. And come to find out, chat, Viking, that was never like a job title. It was never like anything ever respected. You were merely a fucking Mongol. Textbook definition, like them motherfuckers was useless. You just literally went around pillaging, unaliving your own people at that. Like, that's crazy, bro. It didn't matter what folk look like. Just be breathing. Just be breathing. Have a village. Have some type of order. You know what I'm saying? Some type of system going on. They're gonna go over there to disrupt it. They're gonna go over there to make people suffer. Trust and believe. Let's continue.
I tried to go around and stand on the benches as they were protesting. I was forcibly removed and thrown to the ground by the cadre that was there. Spent a lot of time calling me a house or coon each chance that they would get. Now there's videos of me being attacked and me not throwing any punches, being pushed by these people. I was arrested for disorderly conduct. Instead of the cops getting those who attacked me, they decided to remove me from the area. I was arrested, placed in jail, and released Sunday afternoon. Left is violent. They did everything they could to try to dehumanize me, calling me a Nazi, saying that I'm a race traitor. Of course, there's black people cheering that I got arrested. What kind of fuck Looney Tunes are we on right now? It seems that black people only support the police when it's against people that they disagree with.
He got his ass whooped by white people. He got dog whooped by white people. And then he got locked up. And he says nothing about these white people, other than them possibly being Antifa or anti-American. But then he goes in on black people. Black people had nothing to do with this, but he finds a way to insert us, blame us, and demonize us for something we had nothing to do with. It's so funny how white supremacy works. He's terrified to say anything negative about white people. We got all the smoke in the world for black people.
Andre Williams, you just got out of jail. You didn't take no shower. You in the same clothes you went to go protest on. And come on, like, bro, you at least take a shower first. But anyway, you respond to the fact that you get manhandled by all the white people, right? And now you saying that those white people, as they was putting their paws on you, that they were Antifa. Come on, bro. So they didn't tell nobody else that they was Antifa, but while you were getting the paws put on you, they was like, we're Antifa, this and what. Come on, bro. Like, stop lying, bro. You will do anything for the white man, bro. You said that they were calling you a house. You are. Black MAGA and people like Andre are grifters, and they will do anything and everything for white approval. Their only strategy is to demonize, talk about, and on the black community nonstop, which gives them attention from other races that also don't like black people, but can't say exactly what they want to say about us. So people like Andre and the Hodge twins are just mascots for racist and white supremacists. At the end of the day, he's just an embarrassment, and it is surprising that is the first time he got hands and feet put on. But I know it won't be the last. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time.
He said them Vikings chilled out when they came across the indigenous natives in Amaru. Said that shit all the way down. All the way down. Motherfuckers discovered niggas had poisonous arrows, traps, all type of shit. Shit you never would have like, bruh. That's the funny part about this, because them European people, you're not in tune with nature. You don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about concealing your presence with your surrounding. You don't know nothing about that. Nothing, right? And you had to be taught. And even then, a lot of them failed to adapt. They had weak immune systems, all of that shit. We come from wilderness, bro. We come from being around earth for the most part, in heat. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like our skill set goes far beyond, bro, being some type of fucking mongrel running around and in caves and shit. Butt naked wearing a tunic. Nigga, we did so much great shit, bro. We created so many medicinal products. Get the fuck, bro. That's why them people can never tell me nothing about the black community. Or any indigenous group. They needed gunpowder and they couldn't match their file. Exactly. Imagine, bro, if guns never became a thing, bro, where would they be? Getting the hell beat out of here. Where would you be, bro? Guns was really never meant to be here, bro. It was never meant to be here. And we was definitely at the top with physical strength. I think that's been obvious for centuries now. But chat, finna get up out of here, man. Yeah, they still in it. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody that's tuned in, bro. Salute to everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy BTG. Holla at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.